Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I have a really easy casserole recipe to share with you guys. It is also a collab today with Miss Sammy over at Managing the Maze. So be sure to check out her channel when you're done here. And also the playlist link below that has so many amazing recipes with everybody that's part of this collab. Be sure to check that out. And if you're new here from any of those channels, I hope you stick around and subscribe. Let me know in the comments that you stopped by. But let's spin around and get to cooking. Here is all the ingredients that you'll need. And I did cheat. Instead of cooking chicken, I bought the fully cooked rotisserie chicken, the fajita style from Walmart. And basically you're going to want to start with your rice. Rice takes the absolute longest to cook. This actually took 25 to 30 minutes. It's the cheesy Old El Paso rice. I'm just going to throw that in the pot with some butter and water and get that boiling. And then while that's going, I'll start cutting up my little tortilla shells in little strips. Now, I love these tortilla shells because they're low carb and keto friendly. And I just take them with the pizza cutter and cut them up just because it's easier to kind of dip out of the casserole dish without having to cut them up after it's already baked. Okay, now that I have a whole layer of the tortilla shells laid out, I'm going to go ahead and dice up an onion. I don't even use like half of it. I just use maybe a quarter of the onion and just kind of sprinkle around in it. Now, you're going to think this is more like a Mexican lasagna, and it kind of is, but either way, it's still in a casserole dish, so I like to call it a Tex-Mex casserole. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put these refried beans in a bowl and warm them up in the microwave just so they're smoother and easier to spread across these tortilla shells. Okay, now I'm just going to sprinkle some of those onions around on top of these beans. And then I'll take this can of black beans. I'm going to go ahead and drain and rinse those. And just sprinkle the whole can all the way across the refried beans. There's no rhyme or reason, guys. You can go in any order. That's what I love about this little casserole dish, is you can make it your own. There's no wrong way to do this. So I grabbed the Southwest corn, and it did have a little bit of spice to it, but I drained that and I poured that all the way across as a whole layer. Just spread and smooth that across with all the other beans. Like I said earlier, I did cheat with the chicken. I bought the fajita seasoned rotisserie fully cooked chicken. I took that, a block of cream cheese that was softened, 8 ounces of sour cream, and a can of Rotel. I dumped that all in my KitchenAid blender or mixer. But I put that all in there, and that is going to shred that chicken up even finer and get everything good and mixed up. I will say I did not drain my rotel, and I wished I had. I kind of debated on it. However, once this casserole does cool off, it did thicken up. So it's just straight out of the oven. It did seem a little bit runny. I went ahead and added the cilantro flakes in this too, just because it seemed like the best place to add that flavor in. But you're just going to dump it all in and give it a good mix with your blender. However, you don't even have to do this if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer. You can totally just whip it all up in a bowl. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and smooth that all the way across and add a whole layer. And when I got to this point, I realized I definitely should have grabbed my larger casserole dish, but it still all worked in this one. And as soon as I get that all smooth across, I'm going to go ahead and grab that rice off the stove that's already prepared and just sprinkle that all the way across and give that a good layer. Now I'm just going to cut up some more of the tortilla shells and layer that across as one last main layer. And then I will take some of the white cheese dip or queso blanco, whatever you want to call it. We call it white cheese dip in our house. But I'm just going to warm that up. Now my girls, they are 3 and 4. They don't really love the white cheese dip. They claim it's spicy. So to make everybody happy, I put that on one side for my husband and I, and then I just took some regular shredded cheese and put on the other side for them. And I'm going to pop this in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. That way the chicken, everything gets good and toasty. And y'all, it was so delicious. Good, yummy, hearty casserole for a busy weeknight. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple little recipe with me, and be sure to check out Sammy's channel over at Managing the Maze. It will be linked below, and of course our playlist. Everyone has so many amazing recipes. If you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.